Hello everyone, welcome to your science class. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 12, combustion and flame. We have discussed in our last video about combustion. So today we are going to discuss about flame and fuel. Firstly we will discuss flame. The region where combustion of gases materials take place producing heat and light is known as a flame. All liquid and gaseous combustible substances burn with a flame. Only those solid combustible substances which vaporize on heating like camphor, candle, wax, etc. These are combustible substances change solid to vapor and burn with a flame. Wood and a coal burn with a flame till all the liquid and gaseous materials in it vaporize. Then they continue to glow like charcoal. When we light a candle or a matchstick, it burns with a yellow flame. In general, all hydrocarbons fuel like camphor. Hydrocarbons means which substance made from hydrogen and carbons. These are called hydrocarbons. LPG, kerosene, petrol, etc. These are compound are hydrocarbon because these are made of hydrogen and carbon element. Burn with a blue or a yellow flame. The metal magnesium burns with a dazzling white light, sodium with a yellow flame, and calcium with a brick and red flame. The color of the flame depends on the combustible substances, its temperature, and the amount of air supplied during burning. And structure of a candle flame. A candle flame consists of the following four zones. Point first, outermost non-luminous zone. Outermost non-luminous zone of a candle. Wax vaporizes, undergoes complete combustion to produce carbon dioxide and water. Since enough air, oxygen is available from both sides of the flame. The flame is hardly visible and it is the hottest part of the flame. The melt gold and silver goldsmiths blow this zone with a metallic blowpipe on the metals. And second point, the middle luminous zone. It is the prominent yellow part of the candle flame. Wax vaporizes, undergoes incomplete combustion because enough air is not available in this zone. The incomplete combustion produces carbon particle and carbon monoxide gas. The unburned carbon particles glow, emitting a yellow light. This part of a flame is moderately uh, hot. And third part of a flame, dark inner zone. This is the zone of no combustion as oxygen is not available. Thus, it appears black due to the presence of unburned carbon particles in wax vapors. It is the coldest region of the candle flame. Dark inner zone is the no combustion as oxygen is not available, and this zone is coldest region of the candle flame. Look at this picture, flame of a candle, outermost zone and middle zone and dark zone and last a blue zone. And fourth, the lowest blue zone. This zone lies at the bottom of the flame. The blue color is due to burning of wax vapors, which gets plenty of air at the base of the flame. And next point, fuel. A combustible substance which produces a large amount of heat and light on burning is called fuel. Coal, wood, petrol, diesel, kerosene, LPG, and CNG are some commonly used fuels. Fuels can be classified into solid, liquid, or gaseous fuels based on their physical state. Solid fuels are those combustible substances which exist in the solid state at room temperature, like wood, coal, charcoal, coke, etc. Solidified animal dung, agriculture waste material are some solid fuels. They contain mainly carbon in the free or combined states. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, alcohol, which are either hydrocarbons or their mixture, are example of liquid fuels. They are volatile liquids which produce combustible vapor. And gaseous fuels consist of combustible gases of or mixtures of combustible substances. LPG, CNG, natural gas, coal gas, etc. are examples of some gaseous fuels. And characteristics of an ideal fuel. An ideal fuel should have the following characteristics. Point first, it should be cheap and readily available. And second point, it should burn at a moderate rate to produce a large amount of heat. And third point, it should neither produce any poisonous fumes on burning, nor should it leave any residue after burning. And fourth point, it should have a high calorific value. And fifth point, it should be safe and easy to store and transport. And point six, its ignition temperature should be more than room temperature. These are some characteristics of an ideal fuel. And calorific value of fuel. The amount of heat produced when 1 gram of fuel undergoes complete combustion is called its calorific value. The calorific value of a fuel is expressed in the unit kilojoule per gram or kilojoule per gram inverse. The SI unit of calorific value of a fuel is joule per kilogram. However, the unit joule per kilogram is not convenient, since the amount of heat liberated by burning 1 kilogram of fuel is very large. So the unit kilojoule gram inverse is chosen, which describes a small amount of energy. The older unit of the calorific value of a fuel is calories per gram, which is also used sometime. Calorific value of some common fuels. Cow dung cake, calorific value 6 to 8 kilojoule gram inverse. And fuel wood, calorific value 17 to 22 kilojoule gram inverse. And coal, calorific value 25 to 33 kilojoule gram inverse. And coke, calorific value 33 kilojoule gram inverse. And charcoal, calorific value of charcoal is 35 kilojoule gram inverse. And calorific value of biogas is 35 to 40 kilojoule gram inverse. And calorific value of kerosene is 45 kilojoule gram inverse. And fuel is petrol, calorific value is 45 kilojoule gram inverse. And calorific value of diesel is 45 kilojoule gram inverse. And methane 50 kilojoule gram inverse. And LPG, calorific value is 50 kilojoule gram inverse. And CNG gas is a calorific value of 55 kilojoule gram inverse. And hydrogen, the calorific value of 150 kilojoule gram inverse. The calorific value of gases is high. So LPG, CNG, and hydrogen. These are all gases. And these calorific value is high. And next point, pollution caused by burning of fuels. An increase in the pollution of the earth along with rapid industrialization has led to an increase in fuel consumption. This is the major causes of deforestation. Deforestation means uh, cut of trees in many numbers, pollution, and several other pollutions related problems in humans. Combustion of fuels like wood, coal, petrol, diesel, LPG, etc. produce gases like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. In addition, the fossil fuels release oxide of sulfur and nitrogen oxide of sulfur are released during burning of coal and diesel, while oxides of nitrogen are released during burning of petrol. These are causes of air pollution. Solid fuels release unburned carbon particles in the form of smoke on combustion. These gases along with smoke causes air pollution. It leads to different type of allergic reactions and respiratory problems in human beings. An increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide is the atmosphere leads to global warming. Carbon monoxide gas released while incomplete combustion of fuels in a poisonous gas. When inhaled, it combines with hemoglobin in the blood to form carboxyhemoglobin. This compound destroys the oxygen carrying capacity of blood, thus the person dies of suffocation. Therefore, it is dangerous to sleep in a closed room with burning coal fires. Carbon dioxide of sulfur and nitrogen dissolve in rainwater to form acids. The rainwater containing these dissolved acids is called acid rain. SO2 and NO2 oxide dissolve in water region of acid rain. Acid rain is highly corrosive and corrodes metallic structures and buildings. It destroys plants and marine life and decreases the fertility of soil. The uses of conventional fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, natural gases should be discouraged and stopped altogether. Instead, the renewable sources of energy like sunlight, wind, hydro energy, etc. should be used more often. This will help to reduce pollution and global warming to a considerable extent. We have discussed in our today video about flame, fuel, and characteristics of ideal fuels and calorific value and some common fuels calorific values and pollution of caused of burning fuels and many harms of a burning fuels, and many types of gases are released like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide and NO2. These are harmful for our daily life. Today our chapter 12 is finished. We will discuss our next chapter in next video. Thank you. Have a good day.